Welcome to my new channel, Turbo Ted. This channel will be based around what is my car. It's a 2000s Ford Focus Mark 1. Very nice. Bought for me very kindly from my dad. Today we're doing a service on it. I say we because I won't be able to do this alone. So I have actually got the help of the Borden Bikers, also known as my dad and Connor. Because yeah, I definitely won't be able to do this alone. But we're gonna get a service done on it, and then I'm gonna add a couple of bits. I got some stuff for Christmas to add to this car, so I'm gonna put a couple of stuff onto it, make it look a bit nice.
And make sure you subscribe and like to Turbo Ted, and of course, the Borden Bikers.
I don't have the cool hoodie. Alright, so as you can see, this car it's basically brand new. It's so nice. It's still clean. It's 25 years old now. This car cost £600. It's got, what's the mileage on it?
About 48k, I think, something like that.
48,000.
Yeah, sorry.
It's so ridiculously good for what it is. It's got a few problems here and there, like the speedo sometimes plays up. It decides when it wants to work, basically. The window regulator on the passenger side doesn't work at all. But other than that, it's immaculate. It's just nothing to complain about. It's just so clean, so fresh.
Well, we're going to do some more upgrades as well, aren't we? So we're going to change the gear knob because that's just worn. We're going to chuck an Apple CarPlay in.
Yeah.
We're going to do the window regulator, as you just said. But apart from that, like, even it's always had carpets. It's literally pristine. It just needs a good clean. And yeah, good service, and then we'll get it running right. AC works, everything works in there. You couldn't wish for a better, cheaper, fast car, really, could you?
No, not at all. It's everything. It's just perfect.
We're going to fit a dash cam at some point as well. But yeah, so should we get on with the service?
Let's
do it.
Have a look around. Cue the montage.
Se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Dime si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama. La fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Dime si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama. Yo no puedo olvidarme de tu beso, yo no puedo olvidarme de tu sonrisa, yo no puedo olvidarme de tu boca, que toda mi piel me eriza. Yo no puedo olvidarme de tu beso, yo no puedo olvidarme de tu sonrisa, yo no.
The mileage is definitely correct.
Yeah, I'd say. Right, that was an absolute arse to undo. Connor had to get under it and his head nearly exploded, but we finally cracked it. So let's drain this oil. Try not to get oil all over me, it would be nice, if there's any oil in it. Here she comes, and the car's quite warm as well, which is nice. There she goes. So the fact that the oil's quite warm means we're getting most of it out. Do you know what? It's not actually that bad. What I should have done is maybe brought a towel.
I assume that's where Connor's going now.
While the oil's draining, let's go up the top and let's change those spark plugs. Right, so with the oil now draining out of this engine, while it's draining completely, we've obviously got to do a couple of things. One of the main things is the plugs, and then after the plugs we've got to get the oil filter off, but I wanted to completely try and drain the oil first because the oil filter is quite close to the sun. So if we can get majority of the oil out first, that's going to help us. So yeah, let's get these plugs changed. We did try and change these plugs a little while ago because it does sort of hesitate, or did hesitate starting. So I thought, okay, we'll bang some new plugs on it. Couldn't get the plugs out because I didn't have a long enough ratchet, and someone's done them up with the arms of Hulk. But yeah, so we're going to change the plugs, change the filter, change the pollen filter, put some new oil in, and then we'll take it for a drive, and then we'll put Ted's accessories that he's bought to go in there. And eventually, obviously, this is the come over here. This is the 16 valve Zetec engine as well. So it's a 1.4, very reliable engine. And it's mint, it's absolutely mint. And our plan, by the way, our plan is to bring this to Shedfest, because we are buying tickets to Shedfest. So if you guys can go and follow the channel, that'd be great. We have tried messaging you on Instagram, by the way, but obviously I understand you get multiple million people messaging you probably. So yeah, if you can give us a follow, that'd be great, because it'd be nice for you to come and check out this car, because we are going to try and make it look ST-y, not being an ST obviously. So yeah, right, so now we have revealed the plugs. Let's get these changed. Let's see now if with this we can pop the plugs. I always start in order, it's pointless taking them all out. This is going to fight me now because I put all these back properly even though they weren't in. There we go. Let's see. Hopefully we can drop that in there. We got it.
That's about half an hour. Try that last time, didn't it?
Join us back in a minute once I've got all these loose. Right, so this is the last plug coming out. There she is. I mean, they're very clean anyway. But obviously we don't really know when the last service was done on this car. So we're going to change it anyway. My trusty assistant has got a new one for me. Remember, never touch the ends of the plugs. And when you're putting them in, just remember, don't go too tight. Make sure you drop it in nicely. Make sure it seats. You can feel it seat, that's not an issue. And once it's seated, tighten it up until it goes a tad tight. But you don't have to go gung-ho on it. If you haven't got a torque wrench, which I haven't, so I can't afford one. Don't go gung-ho. Once it's tight, another quarter of a turn, that's it. You don't need any more than that. You do not want these plugs getting stuck in here later on. So, as you can feel now, so I'm just 2 fingers until I can't anymore, and then quarter of a turn, and that's done. And obviously, always remember to pop back on, which is that. There we go. So that's the plugs changed. We're going to put the front cover back on. I'm going to go and give it a little clean up first. Get the oil filter off, make sure that oil's completely out. Change the filter, change the pollen filter, top the oil up. We'll take it for a little drive. Right, so now we're on to the airbox change. Do you know what, Connor?
Yeah.
Do you want to grab the camera off Ted? Should we let Turbo Ted do something on his own car? There you go, Ted.
Go.
So, 4 bolts off.
Yeah.
You can take the math off if you want. This is just an airflow. Like that, so you can take that off if you want. Screws, and then you're just going to lift it up, and then in there will be your filter. Take that out, chuck it to one side. New filter, which looks very big.
It does look quite large.
It does look very big. I think Connor may have got the wrong one.
That's what on the website said.
Oh, he hasn't.
Wasted cardboard.
Wasted the box. So yeah, take the screws out. Don't lose the screws. Pop that off. New filter out. We'll have a look at the old filter. See how bad it is. I've got a funny feeling, looking at the oil and the plugs, that's going to be relatively clean anyway. But get that off, and you can do your first filter change. Go.
Sounds easy enough. It's the bolts. I'm gonna lose them on. Oh, they're already done it on my tool. Probably shouldn't use turn for that. Right, don't lose this. We'll put hold of them. Put them in your pocket. Once these are out, easy. Look at this. I'm basically a mechanic.
I'd say so, mate.
Well, step 1 at least.
Yeah.
Where's that one? There. No, not in there. Now this.
Yeah, just gently lift it off. There you go, and then pull it up. Oh, and then there should be a nice filter in there. Oh, okay, it's seen better days. It's not.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was
It's
bad.
not horrible. Nowhere near. I mean, in fact, it's not far off new. If we compare them, don't get you grabbing mitts over the new one. I mean, you can see it as has done its job, but it's not. I think there's a little bit of life left in it still. Just remember when you put it in, obviously make sure that rubber's seated nice.
Yeah.
And then pop it back on, do your screws back up, plug your sensor back in. Air filter done. Crack on.
All right. Put it this way: if I can do it, anyone can do it. Get your kids out doing it. That's all in nice. That's on nice.
Yeah, make sure it's nicely seated. You know if it's seated properly because one, you can see your screw holes. Two, you got a nice firm rubber feel to it, if that makes sense.
It does.
Well, I'm not sure about this car, but I think the pollen filter might be under this plastic. We'll have a look. They're either behind the glove box or that you can get to them from here.
Bolts in.
You good? Yeah, plug that in, make sure you hear the click. Lovely, and there we go. So you've done your first air filter change.
Easy as that.
Yeah, boy. Right, so next what we're going to do, we're going to try and get this oil filter off. I'm going to try and do it from here, but just to pre-warn you, I'm going to fail, and then we're going to jack the car back up, try again.
Oh. How did that go?
So, what we're going to have to do, jack the car up, and I think we may have to maybe get a set of grips on it and give it a hoo-ha.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I don't know if you can see me through the engine, but oil filter's off, or coming off. Covered in oil again. There she comes. Let's get the rest of this horrible oil out. I say horrible. Oops. Right, let's let the rest of the oil drain out. We'll get our filter changed. So old filter off, new filter on. Just gonna rub some new oil just around the rubber. Just make sure it seats properly. Should be able to put it on from here. Once it's kind of tight.
I'll go underneath again. Might be easier to see.
Once it's kind of tight, I'm going to get all the oil off my hands and then proper go gung-ho on it. I mean, that's pretty tight anyway, but I just want to be chucking some of that blue roll, Ted. I'm going to clean this oil off and then proper try and get a tightener on it. I'm not going to do it out of a spanner or an oil tightener or anything like that. Hand tight is more than enough. Give it a clean. Jobbed. Now we need to get that oil pan out from under the car. Find the plug that I dropped in it, which is really clever. Get the plug back in, put it back on all four wheels, get some new oil in it. Found it.
That was easy.
We need to maybe do a bit of a Google first and see if you're recording.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you twat. See if it does have a copper washer or not, because I was always under the assumption they do, but this one doesn't seem to. So whether that's you can open it for me, could you? I'm literally covered. Whether that's because the previous service didn't put one on, or whether it doesn't need one, we need to do a little bit of research on it, because I wanted to go back properly. Catch you in a bit.
It fits on. Ow.
Just a bit.
Ta-da!
We'll just tighten it up now, see if that copper washer fits. Don't want to do it too tight.
Do the mahoovers out of it.
Let's pop it tight now. All clean. And then let's clear my body out of here.
Just to get it moving around the engine. I'll get it.
Yeah, well done.
Just to get it moving around the engine for a bit. We'll check the dipstick. I don't mean Ted or Connor. And we'll see what's what.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, so we need another 7 litres. Why is it going mental? I'm going for a side pour. There we go. So it may not be an oil leak. It might just be a lot of oil shooting down the engine.
Yeah, you put about a litre on the outside of the
That's very true, yeah.
Let's go buy some more.
It probably will smoke a little bit because I have probably now got oil on the exhaust. Oil well under it. I mean, that was poured like a pro, right?
Got it down now, got the technique.
Right, we should be up to about 3 now. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, so what we'll do, just leave it for 10 minutes. It is slightly up at an angle as well, not a lot, but that jack is keeping this front end up a bit. But we'll let it settle, we'll come back, we'll check the dipstick, and we'll turn it over and see what happens. Right, so the oil's in. I'm going to run the engine up to temperature, let it run around, let it get everywhere it needs to get. Check the level again, put the last little bit in. We've gone through this, coolant's all good. Power steering fluids, it's in the middle. It could be at max, but it's in the middle, same as the brake fluid. Filters are changed, got the pollen filter to do still as well. But if you stay here, we'll turn it over, see what happens. Fingers crossed it starts, we'll see. Ready?
Ready forever.
Let's see if she starts nicer. Not that she started bad in the first place. Good. We're going to let it run up to temperature. It sounds mint, I'm not going to lie. It sounds absolutely mint. We're going to get it up to temperature. Connor's going to do the screen wash as well because that's a little bit low. Once it starts to temp, that'll come down a little bit. Obviously it's running cold at the moment. We'll check underneath for any oil drips, which Connor's doing now.
Looks good.
It's all good, no drips.
Nope. Copper washer works well so far.
Let's let the oil get really lubricated and see what happens first. We'll take her out on our maiden drive in a minute. We'll get the pollen filter done first. We'll double check the oil, make sure we're all good. We'll take her for a drive. I'm going to drive because I haven't driven this car for a long time. Ted still can't yet, unfortunately, and Connor drives it every day because I bought it for Ted, but we've loaned it to Connor until Connor gets his car in February, March, April time. Ted's still got to do his test anyway, so we want to keep this car moving constantly. The plan is obviously, like I said before, is we're going to get it up to Shedfest. You know, it's not a high mileage hero, but it could be deemed as a shitbox, right? So let's let this get up to temp, we'll check the oils, and we'll go out for a drive.
Just a few little bits. I'm gonna try and top this up. I say top it up. Top it up because it's empty. Here we go. That's that done. Give that a little clean over here as well. Look.
Where are we? I think we're still low, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put the rest of it in. So we'll just bop it all in, see what happens. Skills. Skills. Okay, so we can't get any more in there. Yeah, should we change the pollen filter and take her a drive? See what happens.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Bastard! I've nailed it, and I, as always. I understand why this fuse lid was off now. Come on, Betty.
Ooh,
There she is.
don't like Betty.
No, I don't either. Don't really know what's
Oh.
Betty. Yeah, I found her. Oh, we might be able to do an in and out here without going OTT. Is she going to lift out and lift back in again? That's the question. Yeah. This, I'm now going to say, probably hasn't ever had a service. That is the original Ford pollen filter.
Whee! There you go.
But those arrows are facing up and those arrows are facing up, so I'm going to say it goes that way. Would you agree?
Wouldn't disagree.
But they've put the writing on upside down where Ford, probably because of the money, is rolling correctly. Wow.
Comparison.
Wow.
That's minging.
So if it has been done, no one's ever changed the pollen filter. Right, so let's pop this in now. That's better. We've got a lot of room there now. We didn't have before. See, pollen filters, they're just a nightmare. They really are. I don't know why they make them crap. That was easy. There we go. Brand new pollen filter. Now where did that came there. Okay, fine. Let's try and get that back. Bloody wood screw. Who's the wood screw? And then that cap. Has anyone seen the cap under the engine? It did go all the way through. Take it for a quick dash and then come back. And then get your interior E-bits done.
Yeah.
That can all stay there, don't worry about that. Right. Everything in the engine bay.
Let's get this camera
It's
hooked up to the
back.
car.
Yep. Let's get the car on the road.
So funny seeing this little head in the back.
There we go. Maiden voyage. Connor in the back, like a little child.
Yeah.
Let's take the car out, get it up to temperature. Let's try and get some speed. See how she runs. She feels good. Still got to do the brake pads, obviously. It'd be funny if we crash it now after all that effort. It's very sunny.
Sounds completely different.
It does. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Little 1.4 well.
Got this camera out as well.
Yeah, it is true. I think these we've got pads for the front of this car, back to old school drums, which we could do a conversion on at some point, but got to change the pads. The pads aren't, let's just say they're not really loving life, but they're not awful. Right, let's see if we can get some speed down here.
It seems like it's accelerating quicker as well.
You reckon?
You're the only one who drives.
Yeah, it seems like it's got a little bit more room. Remember when we went to Portsmouth and
Yeah, it was a bit flat spotty, wasn't it? Yeah. But then fourth gear foot down is flat spotty, but then it is only a 1.4, so it's 16 valve nippy, but it's 1.4 dead spot, I think. But I mean, if you wanted to go the full hog with this car, we could always chuck a little map on it. The idea is make it look like an ST, because she's a baby, really. I said 48,000 miles, actually it's 42,000 miles, so it's even babyer. That probably may have technically been its first ever service, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
it
depends how much people have looked after it, which we haven't got a lot of history on this, to be fair.
Well, there's a folder in there that we haven't like, gone through yet.
Oh yeah, true, there's got to be some bits in there. I mean, we did a car vertical, I did a car vertical on it. It is crash damaged, but it's repaired. So, you know, there's no major faults, there's no mileage fault.
Old school MOT's testing.
Oh, nice. Let's see what she does. Yeah, buddy.
Sounds so different.
Yeah, that little Z-Tech engine is ramming itself away.
I mean, this car now is just loving life.
Yeah, it's got loads of life.
I mean, it's technically sat for a few years, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, the story behind it was that obviously the woman only used it to go take her kids to school and back, split up with a partner. She moved away. No, stupid. She moved away because they split up. Car was left behind. The ex-husband just wanted rid, and here I came. He wanted 750 quid, ended up paying him 6. Drove it away. Yeah, of course it had its little, I wouldn't even say faults really.
No.
Well, the fault is, yeah, the window regulator's gone.
That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he was honest, he told us about that, didn't he? So The blower seems to only really blow on 3 and 4, not 1 and 2. Again, I'm hoping that's something silly. But because the car's so old, scrapyards, you know what I mean? We're going to get parts left, right, and centre. And it's a Ford. It's not massively expensive to fix anyway. So all in, yeah, I mean, you can't. I think it's sound. And if it was my first ever car when I was a youngster, I'd have been over the moon.
Oh, buzzing.
Yeah. So we get the Apple Play sorted, we get the window regulators sorted. You in a minute are going to put your little bits in that people bought you for Christmas and you bought yourself, and yeah, it's a nice little car. Driving wise, it's very quiet now, so that's good. It wasn't noisy before, was it? It was just, I don't know, it just feels like a new car. Yeah. It just feels nice. Just the brakes to do, obviously, but that's, you know, again, we've got the brakes. It's just time to chuck them on. Yeah. And obviously it is cold as well. We were really lucky with weather today, to be fair. Put it in front of me ass. Yeah, we'll just chuck it here, which is going to be a lot more level than that drive. And we'll just check the oil now we've taken it for a drive. We'll stick our head underneath, make sure nothing's leaking. And yeah, do some interior bits. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't actually film an outro for this video, so I leave you here with a picture of a Cherry Bakewell. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, show everyone you want, and I'll see you in the next one.